If you're here from Republic Command, don't worry. We got the message. It's too dangerous. And if you're from the Union, same thing. None of my men are working as long as those tremor maws are in the lake.
I don't know what a tremor maw is, but it doesn't sound good.
Yeah, swamp lizards the size of a speeder. We tried to build a pipeline to the lake. You try and get the colonists a little fresh water, and what happens? Deaths, dismemberments, and your project's shut down. We exploded a few demolition charges to scare the maws off, but just makes them want to fight. Our blasts were more like bait.
You need me to get you back on track?
If you think you can kill these things, you're welcome to try. Demolition charges are still set up in the lake. Obviously, when you key them into blow, don't walk. Run out of the blast radius. That stuff is construction-grade detonite. Then, get ready for the fight of your life. Maws can bite through a gripper crane, let alone humanoids like us.
I'd heard you were in our airspace, Lieutenant. Welcome to the last frontier.
They're coming. The door! We have to get out! Alert the base! Everyone needs to evacuate!
Is the base under attack? What's going on?
That's Maya. Former First Lieutenant of the Endar Rebirth, the first scout vessel sent here to evaluate the possibility of recolonization. Ship disappeared 5 years ago, and 3 days ago, Maya comes staggering out of one of the collapsed buildings outside the base. He lived out there. No weapons but what he made from salvage, holding his own against the rat ghouls all that time.
He made a great sacrifice for the Republic.
Yeah, him and others. Those who've lost their lives, and those still barely holding on to them. Maya swears there are other survivors trapped in those ruins, tormented by rat ghouls. Upper brass, sitting on Ord Mantell, say it's too dangerous to send in a rescue unit, so those boys will die to spare some others the risk of it.
5 years? Those soldiers should not be left to suffer another day.
I was hoping you'd jump on the chance. I'd have been right there with you back when I had no stripes to wear.
You'll help? They're in the ruins. The city, it's all collapsed. You can't see the ghouls. Just the yellow eyes and the smell.
Anyone you find, bring them here. We'll make sure they finish their days in comfort.
Taking the shot.
saved my life.
I just do what I can.
I can't believe you came. He was so close. I could feel his breath on my skin.
Don't worry, you're safe.
I'm finally going home.
I've come to get you out of here.
I was about to give up. Thank you. Thank you.
Medic! Don't worry. You're safe now. We'll give you something to help you sleep. You did good. Maya says that's all that's left alive. If it wasn't for you, every one of those men would have turned rat ghoul. No, I wish I could have been there.
Smoking ghoul corpses left and right. Tell those scouts they've earned their retirement.
To be 10 years younger. Soon as those boys pass quarantine, we'll get them to a real hospital. Whatever they need, it's theirs on the Republic's tab. And I'll tell them, it's all thanks to you.
The Lake team says they heard you at work. Given the size of those blasts, I'm surprised we didn't down here. Any problems detonating those bombs?
No trouble. It's more fun than trying to defuse them.
I wouldn't know. Sounds like your life is a bit more exciting than mine. But there's good news. I told the Republic the swamp is clear, and they instantly gave the go. No more bureaucratic boondoggle. Now we'll double time it until the pipeline is done. Those colonists are gonna feel a lot better when they can afford a shower.
Maskile is baklak, kaniga. Karogia gia Israel Christai, Dasnia sia lagia ristic. Apresquemos, Bava mirgalia vimos del horizonto.
This really isn't my specialty.
I tastic apia cat virti. Abra vimos brandimus prostis cad adveretag. Smal sio popudus mana ira padare mana nan kali.
How can I be of assistance?
Vataranai angomis akananoam alas protas era. Gratai apticte iruprit vertini savasia salvebe caegis.
bude wahalu ful kuleg ukunet gustama aku kuzaudu. Apetwa ta jeng prezunta urze serge jesu persentatu.
An entire world is in danger and you're using it to advance your career?
Uwata male zubuzu vuzu jemur dul lunu. Waraboj statul dun mod tatolle ranzatuega.
Boys make me sick. Did you think Terrace was beaches and pretty girls? What, working on your tan? We came here to make credits, but the credits aren't here, are they? They're out there.
Your men giving you trouble, soldier?
These lazy slugs call themselves mercenaries, but they seem to have developed an allergic reaction to getting paid. We just gotta take a few scans of the sliding plate so the Republic knows it's safe to rebuild. How hard is that? But no, all the retired soldiers, security officers, and bounty hunters in the Republic are no match for readouts on structural damage.
That place is crawling with those Rakghoul things. You saw what happened to Cal.
You're really gonna pass up the most lucrative opportunity of your careers on account of some oversized rats?
I can handle it.
I knew you'd have the guts, but then again, it'd be hard to find another group as weak-kneed as this lot. You take this scanning device out to the big sliding plate and bring back the data, and I'll give you the majority cut. If the money on offer is any indication, the Republic needs this data badly, and I ain't leaving empty-handed.
I can spare some time for you.
Glad to hear it. And don't let all this talk of Rakghouls scare you. They're blaster fodder.
Officer, It's just good to see someone else out here. I'm Devin Race. The Jedi Masters gave me permission to come planetside. Exploratory mission to the old Jedi Enclave.
You holding up all right?
I'm a little scraped up, but I can keep going. I have a mission. Centuries back, the Jedi had an outpost on Terrace. They left shortly before the world burned. I'm here to recover anything left behind. But between the fauna and the looters, I haven't had much luck. We were hoping for holocrons, diaries, Jedi history. In truth, we knew it was a long shot.
So, who do you think will get you first? The Rakghouls or the pirates?
I don't intend to die. Look, if you want to help, help. If you want to leave, leave. Master Sovarte warned me that any artifacts left behind would be hidden, protected, sealed in ferrocrete pillars or disguised as statues. Our tools are lightsabers and blasters. If you can cut away the outer layers, find anything from the Enclave in these ruins, bring it to me. I'd be grateful. Good to see you again. Incredible. You actually went through the ruins. Here it is. The history of the Jedi on Terrace. Artifacts I don't even recognize. Exactly what we need to rebuild the Order.
Happy to pitch in.
You don't know what this means. I'll get them back to the Masters unharmed. I swear. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. And may the Force be with you.
Well, what do we have here? Back and with all your limbs, huh? Not frothing at the mouth? Hey, you lazy slugs. Pay attention while I hand your pay over to someone more deserving. You did good work. These scans will be a big boost to the rebuilding effort. And I can finally get these boys back home to their mamas.
You're welcome.
Listen here, all you blaster-wielding frontier fighters. Sund Technologies is the best provider of wartime technology the Republic has. Now, I'll tell you, there are some very violent creatures out there. Rakghouls, Nexu. I have the injuries to prove it. But when there's work to be done, and credits to be made, Sund Tech doesn't rest, and neither should you. What I am offering is a high-paying technological recovery operation that will revolutionize the Republic's work here on Terrace.
What kind of technology are you researching here on Terrace?
Oh, the usual. The kind that makes me filthy and disgustingly rich. No, I'm kidding. I happen to know that 300 years ago, some enterprising swoop racers got their hands on a revolutionary engine accelerator. And I thought, here's the Republic struggling to reclaim Terrace because of bad conditions and poor transportation. And the solution's right here. All they need is someone to transform that accelerator into the kind of innovative, high-efficiency transportation Sund Technologies is known for.
Was it the usefulness or the credits that occurred to you first?
Money? Pah! It's the thrill! Can you imagine how fast a speeder would be with that accelerator attached? Problem is, the old swoop tracks are crawling with beasts. Beasts that nearly chewed my leg off. I'm not going to say I've overreached myself here, but I'm not really the fighting kind. I could use some help finding the accelerator.
Just give me coordinates and I'll move out.
Just head out to the old tracks and scan the old bikes. If you can clear out the beasts so we can salvage the accelerator when you're done, even better.
This is not a grooming behavior. That's tool use at the very least.
I know that, and you know that. I'm just saying neither the university nor the garrison... Never mind, we have company.
Hi, I'm Mola Haxtor. This is Professor Vraal. We're applied xenozoologists. Could you settle something for us?
I can spare some time for you.
Come look at this. We implanted a recording device in a Rakghoul and released him. This image is from the footage of his warren. It looks like a new species of Rakghoul. Taller, meaner, dominates normal Raks. And when it was being recorded, it
reached over and shut the transmitter off.
I didn't think Rakghouls were that smart.
They may not be, but the evidence is compelling. If he were playing with a switch, he'd flick it on again. He hasn't.
If these ghouls are capable of tool use, our colony defenses need to be changed. But we need the footage of our device to be sure.
Besides the obvious academic prestige, it is essential that the Republic find out how dangerous this new species is.
The last thing we want are organized Rakghouls. I'll dig up your device.
How many teeth did you say those things have? Over 3,000? Because I think I feel every one of them.
Stop complaining. She barely grazed you. Besides, this gave us solid evidence of changes in Nexu maternal behavior as a result of... You. What do you know of the plight of the endangered Nexu?
Identify yourself.
I am the voice of the voiceless. Protector of the Nexu. The most beautiful, intelligent, adaptable.
Giant, drooling cat monsters with big, pointy spikes.
Liberated zoo specimens started a thriving population here on Terrace. But the sows are starting to frenzy because their pups are being stolen! Blasted scavengers!
Are Nexu good eating or something?
Some unscrupulous piles of dung think it's fun to throw helpless animals into gladiatorial pits. so people can laugh while they're cut into pieces.
Most of the time, the Nexu win.
I'd go after those scavengers myself, but I, lost all feeling in my blaster hand.
To a Nexu love bite.
Of course, if someone else wanted to volunteer...
This is a waste of time.
What an incredibly smart thing to say. Why didn't I think of that?
You shut up. We're making a difference here.
Yeah, I eat through a tube now. That's different.
Two things that would really make my day right about now. An Alderaanian brandy, or news that you found the accelerator and cleared the track. One or the other. I'm not picky.
Alderaanian brandy would be good right now, but it's the latter.
Here you go. Don't spend it all in one place. I hear there's a super fast speeder hitting the market in 10 to 12 months.
You're back. Let's queue up that footage and see the rat ghouls.
Calm down, Mola. I think some thanks are in order.
Yes, of course. We'd never go into the Warrens, even with an escort. This wouldn't have happened without you.
Rat ghouls aren't dangerous. Well, not with a blaster bolt in their head.
If this works out, we'll be sure to credit you in the Journal of Sentientology.
Mola, how about phrasing it like, Teresian colonists probably all owe you their lives?
You don't think that's more abstract?
I'll upload the footage. Let's talk after we've looked it over.
The new species has a lair that looks like an ex-power plant. And it's got, get this, crude recent construction.
Mola, the fact that they can build a ladder is the least of our worries. Day 2, minute 11. One of the new species pushes away the others in order to get at a food source.
But he pushes them without touching them. It's very clear there is no contact.
The new species can use the Force.
But the old kind, they never could, right?
There is a widespread theory that the Rakghoul plague was an artificial creation of the so-called dark side. Thus, their evolution deviates from the standard model. But it leaves us with some disturbing possibilities.
We don't know if just one of the new species is Force sensitive or all of them. If it's all of them, the garrison is considering evacuation.
This is the largest threat facing Taris. We need eyes in that Rakghoul lair.
Pitch black cave, multiple dark side Force users, no backup. Where do I sign?
All right, the lair you want is deep in Rakghoul territory. Some of the power plant structure is still recognizable. I'll fit you with a transmitter so we can see what you see. Get close enough to film the creatures, but if one notices you, do what you have to do.
You're done.
This place looks like a bunker. I wonder if anything inside survived the Sith attack.
approach. I am Bayon Siyu of the Sanage Temple.
Hey, you! The one who killed the Nekgul! Open the lock! This holocron is crazy!
Calm yourself. I am incapable of madness. Madness is internal chaos, and there is no chaos, only harmony.
Before I open that door, maybe you want to tell me who's in there.
He is the Jedi Knight, Denna Jor. He came here seeking battle with the Nekguls.
Of course I did! Anyone could sense the darkness here, and you, old man, are the source!
Denna misunderstands. The Nekguls became Force-sensitive and activated me. I have taught them, but only to help them master themselves. Had he not invaded their territory, my lessons would have sunk in better.
How can you justify teaching predators the Force?
Humans are predators, as are Twi'leks, Togruta, and other sentients. Nekguls also can choose their path.
He keeps saying that, but he's been trying to teach them manners for years. It won't work. There are hundreds of Rakghouls and Nekguls in the deep warrens by the reactor. They can't be allowed to live.
Revenge is not the Jedi way, Denna. Your plan will create ruin and poison.
If it wipes out these Nekguls or whatever it was I just killed, I'm listening.
At that control panel, I can override the safety features on the reactor.
That would bathe them all in radiation. It would be the mass murder of sentient creatures and make this place uninhabitable.
They were born of dark side sorcery. They cannot change.
It merely requires time, which I have. They cannot harm me. Leave me here with them, and seek death no more.
If they can think and choose, they can learn. Reach them if you can. We will go.
Your trust will not be forgotten. Now free this man.
I am free, but they live unpunished. If I can't give justice to their victims, what will I do?
Return to the Jedi. Tell them they can't invade this place like you did.
Yes. No one can enter here in hate. They will be fed upon, as you were. You are a remarkable person not to give in to instinct. A lesson these Nekguls must also learn. It may be generations, but what is done with the dark can be undone by the light. One day, they will walk on Taris as humans do.
Professor Vrall here. We got everything recorded. Good work. We heard the plan. We'll keep watch on the site. Now, clear out of there before something hears all this talking.